Welcome to Experience Easier Now, the podcast. Join us each episode as we do a deep dive with agents to identify how to make life easier for them through technology.
Hello, hi, my name is Sergio Galindo. I'm a realtor with At Home Real Estate. I've been doing real estate for 18 years, and I'm so happy to be here.
How is the market for you now?
You never rest, you know. By the time you get home and you like to rest, somebody's calling you, somebody saw a property that he came to the market, they want to see it that very first minute, you know. So the market is just, it has everybody involved and everybody very active on it.
What are some of the ways that technology is helping you keep up in the real estate industry?
Technology is everything, you know. Without technology, you couldn't keep up, you know. But that's one of the reasons why the consumers, they have more information. You know, that's why they call you at 7 p.m., you know, because they got an email from you, or they got an email from one of those companies, you know, Trulia, Silo, you know, and they just saw that house coming to the market that very minute, you know, and they afraid that somebody else is gonna take it from them. You know, that's why the market is so busy, because of technology. What technology did for us is speed things up, you know. Everything is more aggressive, faster, you know, but it helps us to go to more clients at the same time, you know, because before you used to print all these pages, you know, and you have to take them to them, so they keep them for a few days, you know, they choose a few houses, and then you go ahead and take them to see them. And now, if you do that, you're not gonna sell anything, you know. I mean, everything has to be fast, immediately, you know.
What tasks are taking up the most of your time?
Taking the phone call and talking to people, it takes time, you know, it takes a lot of your time, because sometimes they know what they want, but sometimes they don't know how to express it, you know. So you have to like get that information and try to put it into a search for them, and that's what it takes time, at least for me, you know, because they want to meet one-on-one and talk to you, you know, and they want to know about the business. They have some idea of what the process is, but they want to hear from you, you know.
What is the importance of meeting face-to-face with your clients in this technology age?
My business is probably like 90% or 95% referral based, you know. So when they call me, they want the same high of service that I provided to their friend or their family member, you know. So they want to know you, and they want to get to know you, and before they can even start the process.
What are some of the risks of not having technology to speed up the process?
When they see a property, they want information now, you know. And if you're not available, or you don't have the technology available for them, they will call somebody else, you know, so you will lose that business.
Is it important for your clients to have new technology like Alexa, Siri, you know, an iPhone or an iPad?
Well, it depends on the age of the customer, of the client. You know, if he's a millennium, it's like probably 100%. You know, they don't see anything without looking at their phones, you know. But older people, you know, sometimes they don't care about technology, so they want to get that information from you. So we need to kind of teach them how to use it, you know, because now we are saving a lot of trees because we don't print as much paper as we used to, you know, and we're going to keep it that way because it's good that's good for the world. So we kind of need to educate them, you know, and they fall into it, but they need our help. You know, we need to walk them through it, or a family member has to walk them through the process. But once they do it, they kind of get addicted to it, you know, and next time it's easier for them, and they enjoy doing it, you know. So you kind of, for someone that never used technology, when they're buying the house and they use that technology, most likely they're going to stay with it, you know. A lot of our older clients, they don't even know they have an email address on their phones, you know. So when you explain that to them, you know what, when you bought the phone, they put an email for you there. Otherwise, it doesn't work. And they go, really, you know? And he goes, can my son send me pictures on it? I said, of course, you know. So sometimes you have to teach them how to use it, but once they do, they slowly start using it, and they like it. It starts with your car, You have a navigation system in your car, You enter the address there, and you go wherever you need to go, Now with the phone, you go everywhere, You just they send you the location, or they send you the address, or you just talk to the phone, and it will take you where you need to go, So it's always on the go, And then when we open the houses, it's also technology, involved. Everything is Bluetooth, everything is wireless, So communication, your iPad, your Bluetooth earphone, like earbuds and stuff, is very important. You need to do 2, 3, 4, 5 things at once, And without technology, without Bluetooth, without wireless, it's just impossible.
Any ideas on how Alexa could help your business right now?
Well, a lot, because now you can work from basically everywhere. I mean, if they cancel the appointment, I don't know, North Phoenix, and your office is in Mesa, you don't have to go to your office in Mesa. You just, talk to Alexa. Hey, I need, let my phone ring, and maybe someone in North Phoenix will call me, and I don't have to go too far, and I don't waste a lot of time. So that way I can have more business and probably help more people with this technology. Yeah, everything, because I do it with my personal Alexa, because I have an assistant, and I don't do anything without calling the assistant. Hey, do this for me, do that. If I have to go to a restaurant, make me an appointment, or make some time for me, or do this. Even text, if I'm driving, I call my office, on the Bluetooth, and I say, text me this and that and that, and because I'm gonna forward it to someone else, and so they do it for me, and I just kind of like forward it to the client, and so that way it saves me time. I don't have to stop, to do the text, and if I can just talk to Alexa, and if I don't have to pay her, to pay Alexa, that's even greater, I mean, that's amazing. If I can just talk to and ask for whatever it is, directions, send this email, send this text, give me this phone, send me this contract, anything.
Are you using voice command day to day?
Navigation and the phone. When I try to call someone, I do the voice, And now, because of the new rules in Arizona, I mean, you cannot text. You have to use your voice. That's the only way you can keep on going without breaking the law. So voice technology is probably the future.
Do you see voice command taking over tasks in the real estate industry?
I can see it. I can see myself in front of a screen, and interacting with the technology. And just instead of typing the information, just saying it, because and just say, we offer this much, earnest money is going to be this much, close of escrow, certain date, and Driggs title, the title company. Yeah, I definitely can see it.
How does the idea of some of the new stuff we're working on make you feel?
I'm very happy, because that will save us time. That will, put us in a different place, and just doing it faster, you can help more people.
If you could have better technology, how would your business change?
Well, if it saves time, you have more time for your client, and you can educate them even better, because right now, the average of someone buying another house or refinancing is only 18 months. So I like to educate my clients, because they're buying today, but in 18 months, they're gonna be calling me again, And if they get a car payment in between, they're not gonna qualify, So if I can save time, I can somehow show them the future and say, you know what, don't do this, don't do that, because I know you're coming back. I know this is not your first property. It's not gonna be your only property, So we need to prepare you for the next one, And I had a client once, we met, we talked for like 1 hour, and he told me, you know what, you open up my eyes so wide, that I can see myself in the future, and you don't know what you did to me, but you did something. You just show me where I want to be and what I need to do to be there, And if we have time to sit down with a client and put aside the contract because it's already done, like, and you talk to them, that's priceless. Loyalty, they come to you for one reason, because they know you're reliable and you have the answers. This client just texted me yesterday. She goes, oh, I just did my taxes and I want to qualify for $400,000. Please help me get the miracle done, And they come to you because they work on that miracle, but they want you to be a part of it, And it's very important that you do that, because all the knowledge that we have through the years, you can just transmit it to them. But if you educate them, the decisions are much easier, because they take these decisions educated. They know what to do. If you can show them the way, to get a better loan, save money somehow, or take advantage of the programs available for them, or tell them what is a home warranty, what's an inspection, and things like that. They take the decisions themselves, and they can walk through the process a lot easier, and they know what they're doing, and they're happy because they're learning at the same time they're buying, but they're learning forever, because you teaching them the right way,
Explain the time-sensitive areas in your business when people are buying their first home.
Well, you have to send a strong offer, first of all, because the market is very competitive, and you have to win with that offer, So before you send the offer, you explain how can you make the offer stronger, But at the same time, once you send the offer, usually you put some time for them to respond, the seller to respond, and usually 24 hours or less, and you prepare them for all the outcome, for maybe they say yes, maybe they will have multiple offers, you talk to the listing agent and you kind of have the feel, it just happened to me. I show a house on Friday, and when I was there, they liked the house, so I called the listing agent, and she called me back, and she kind of told me that she had 3 other offers, right? So I sit down with my clients. I said, you know what? There's 3 other offers. So we need to, if you really want this house, we need to work on that, So we made the offer stronger, by explaining to them what's going to happen, They were expecting for the seller to pay closing costs. And I said, if you do that, you're done, So they decided to pay their own closing costs, right? And then the inspection period, the contract comes with 10-day inspection period. But I explained that to them. I said, you know what? There's 3 offers, and sometimes they're similar, so they don't know which one to get, right? So you need to put a deposit on the offer, and a lot of people put the minimum, Well, I said, if you put the minimum and you are with the other people in the same minimum, you're not gonna stand out, So you have to offer more, So they put more deposit, and we shortened the inspection period, because if you're gonna cancel faster, So that makes the seller happy, So and then you have to find the right type of financing also, So anyway, once you send the offer, you follow up. You follow up with the listing agent, and then I knew that she was going to send us a multiple counter offer back, So I explained what it was, a multiple counter offer to my buyer, I said, that means they're responding to you and at least somebody else or a few more people, Then they have the right to choose one of the answers. When we get the multiple counter offer, you can just accept it, or we can make it better. We can even, offer a little more money, if you really want the property. So anyway, they made the decision, so we made it a little better. So today we were the lucky ones. We got the contract accepted, you know. So they already know. Then instead of 10 days, we only have 7 days for the inspection. So they had already contacted a home inspector, so he's ready to go, you know. So I told him about the earnest money. I said, okay, you need to, the deposit that we promised to put down, you have to do it today, you know. Otherwise, they can cancel on you, you know, and you don't want that. So they already, today, they put in their deposit at the title company. You know, we're doing the inspection in 2 days, you know, and then after the inspection, we negotiate with them, you know, about the repairs, you know, and then after that, we order the appraisal. So when the appraisal comes, you know, and the value is there, we can move on, you know, so we can have a final approval and then closing, you know. But they know all those times, you know, and I told them, you know, this is going to happen, this is what's going to happen. I tell them the term so they know what to expect, you know. And at the end, you know, everybody says, oh, the CD. And everybody thinks it's a musical CD, right? Which CD, you know? So I explained that to them, you know, it's a closing disclosure. They call him CD. So when the lender calls you, they say, you know what, I want to send you the CD, you know, that's a good news, you know, because after that, we can close, you know. So once we sign acknowledge the CD, we have 3 days to sign the loan documents, you know. So the actually loan documents, they have to go to title first in order to sign them. You know, a lot of people get confused because if the loan docs, like today, I had a closing, and the loan docs weren't there, so we cannot sign anything if the loan docs are not there, you know. So they finally came, so they're signing right now, as a matter of fact, you know, and I need to go right now. So after they sign, you know, the documents, they need to go back to the lender, and the lender needs to fund the loan, you know. Once they fund the loan, you know, depends on what time of the day, we can record the same day or record the next day, you know. But when they fund and send the wire, sometimes it takes up to 3 hours to get the wire. I even explained why, you know, because every wire in the U.S., you know, it has to come to the government first, and then it goes to where they need to go, you know. So my clients know all that, you know. So they don't call me every 2 minutes, you know. Hey, so they know what's going on, they know the timing, and I said, okay, we already funded, you know, and they know what funded is, you know. Okay, so we need to wait for the wire. So I like to educate my clients, because the more you educate them and the more they know about it, the less stress it is, you know, because they already know that nothing bad is happening, you know, and they just have to kind of relax and wait, you know.
What does it feel like making the home buying process easier?
If I can make my clients' life easier, you know, I'll be very happy, first of all, you know. And in Spanish, you know, there's a slam that it says, if you look good, I look better, you know. So if they can succeed and if they can be successful, you know, I'll be more successful, you know, because the more clients I can help to be, you know, successful, it comes back to you, you know. And I like to see people, you know, growing in all aspects of life, you know, and learn, you know, and you know, educate themselves and just be happy, you know, and you know, if I can make their lives easier, you know, it will make my life easier also. I think the principal reason why is honesty. You know, I heard this from friends who refer other friends. You know, they said he's reliable. They can trust me. You know, and not only with their monies, but with their future sometimes, because sometimes they wanna know what's best for them. You know, sometimes I remember I had this assistant once. You know, and it was when the market was crazy in 2005, 6. You know, and we went to this listing appointment. You know, and after talking to the seller, they wanted to buy another house, but talking to them, I knew they wouldn't qualify for the new house, you know? So I told them what to do first, to get pre-approved first and do things to get approved. Everything was so fast, they didn't listen to me. So they put the house on the market right away with somebody else, with another realtor. And I remember my assistant, we went out and he goes, "What team are you and what side are you?" You know? I mean, we came to do the listing and you got out without the listing, you know? And I said, you know what? These people don't qualify for the next house, you know? And I wouldn't sell their house and leave them homeless just to make a buck, you know? And he goes, I don't understand. I said, well, I do. You know, I feel much better this way. You know, guess what? They sold their house really fast with the other realtor, and then they were homeless because they couldn't qualify, because those people didn't care about them, you know? And they called me again, you know? And I said, you know what? I told you, you need to do this and that. So we did for months, you know? And then I helped them get in the next house, you know? So they knew that I was telling them the truth, you know, and it was a mistake that they did what they did, but I'm never gonna be that guy who sold the house and leave him homeless just to make a buck, you know. I'd rather not make any money than be that way, you know. So you know, that's why the customers come to me, because they know they can trust me 100%, and I'm gonna put their interest first, you know, before anything else.
Thank you for joining us on Experience Easier Now. We hope you've learned something new that agents are doing using technology to make their life easier.